What's up? What's going on? Hide and read. Got a video for you. Of course. Of course. I got another video. And of course, it's a book haul. At the end, we'll talk a little bit, just loose book chat, but let's get right into it. I went to the local bookstore today. They didn't have anything that I wanted, but I keep looking at this book. And I don't know. I'm not big into, like, when it says New York Times bestseller, I immediately get skeptical. But H is for Hawk. Any of you guys read this one? Helen McDonald. And I believe it's the story of the author training a hawk. I don't know if she's training it to go hunting or she's trying to rehabilitate the hawk. And yeah, I think she's just going to talk about like some of her life struggle and then probably some of the struggle of the hawk. I'm not sure, but I do love hawks. Anytime I see them flying around in the sky, if I'm with you, I'm going to point it out. To me, that means good luck. Like I don't know. Take this if you want it. It's done really good for me. Anytime I see a hawk flying over my path, I know good things are happening. So keep an eye out for these guys up in the sky. At the very least, it'll make you feel nice. H is for Hawk. Helen McDonald. Oh, what was this? My Side of the Mountain. That's what it was. It's a young adult book, and I know so many people read and loved this book. It was so cool, and maybe that's where I got this fascination with hawks. But My Side of the Mountain, a young boy, he goes out into the wilderness and he basically fends for himself through, I don't know if it's through 4 seasons. I definitely remember he had to go through winter, and he raises a hawk. Like, he climbs up a tree, gets a baby hawk, and raises it to, part of him getting food. And I really love that book, My Side of the Mountain. I need to reread it, but this is H is for Hawk. It's not that book. So check it out. Let's see. My little brother gifted me 2 books. The first one is a like choose your own adventure, but this is like kind of before those types of books came out. So Steve Jackson's Sorcery, and then whatever this is, the Chamonti Hills. This cool, what is some kind of chimera? I don't remember which beast this is with the scorpion tail, but they all have names. But check out these awesome illustrations. So this is a choose your own adventure, like I said previously, but it has like, I think it has dice rolls in it, and so this is like Dungeons and Dragons kind of thing. Pretty cool. I have a lot of these choose your own adventure books. One day I'm gonna make a video and show you guys all of them. Yeah. Did you guys ever read these choose your own adventure? I think the first one that I read was like a Goosebumps, from the Goosebumps series, choose your own adventure, and they had these holographic covers. They were so cool. They were so cool. And my same brother, my same little brother, we were talking a little bit about politics, but not in the sense of what's going on now. Not even worth talking about, but just like the grand scheme of, just the politics of the people, and I like with a wide enough lens and enough, enough background information. Eventually, what happens, at least with the two of us, is that we suspect, along with lots of other people, that the Roman Empire, through time, moves geographically, and it still exists, and we're still experiencing it, but not in a way that anybody would notice. But maybe that's something for another time. We got caught up in this conversation. We love talking about this, but he brought up this guy that he likes, and my little brother's pretty smart with these Christian apologetics. Me, not so much, but he really seems to like St. Justin the Martyr, so much so that he had 2 copies of this, and he gifted me this one. I might read it. I don't know if I'll, force anything in here on you guys. It's a little dry, maybe, but yeah, truthfully, this is the kind of stuff it's like a guilty pleasure for me. Should be reading Louis L'Amour. Should be reading, I don't know, something silly. Check this out. I have a couple of these now. Should be reading the Gore books. I don't know if anybody should be reading these, but I probably will. I've read enough serious things. More than enough. Okay. Last one. I picked this up out of a little free library. Are you guys taking advantage of this? If you are, make sure that you're repopulating these things with good material, and maybe do a little bit of a community service while you're there. Look at the books. Sometimes you'll see there'll be like mildew or mold on some of them. Take them out. Remove them. Replace them with books that are not moldy, because those little free libraries are, they haven't been around forever, and let's try to keep them going because you find cool stuff in them all the time. That's how I found the Recursion by Blake Crouch. I would have never, I don't think I would have encountered that so soon, at least, if it wasn't for little free libraries. Well, here's another one. Keith McCafferty, A Death in Eden. Well, I know a Western when I see one. I just don't know how Western this is. I'm wondering if any of you guys have experience with this, because there's a lot of blurbs by some of the authors that you guys like CJ Box is on here. I don't know specifically if any of you guys are reading CJ Box, but I have a couple books I'm interested in, and I saw somebody else. Oh boy, is it on the inside flap? When stuff like this happens in my videos, I get so nervous. Like, quick, hurry. Clearly, nobody's that worked up about the quality of these videos. Wow, I'm losing my mind here, but I refuse to edit, so you get to see me lose my mind. I thought, oh well. Death in Eden, tell me about it. I need to know. Or tell me about these CJ Box books, because I want to read those too. But I think these authors are probably a little bit similar, because I like to call it neo-Western. I'm just calling it that because I don't know what I'm talking about. We're just having fun. So that's the book haul. Some decent stuff there. This week I started reading Mirage, Lewis Cooper, because after reading Hard Rain Falling or Falls, I forget, I'll link my review if you want to check that out. I need something a little bit lighter. That book was really heavy, so I figured I'd try fantasy. I don't read a lot of fantasy. Don't know anything about this author, and yeah, so far so good. Entertaining. Taking my time with this one, but it was on the TBR, so I gotta finish it up. Follow Me to Hell, Texas Rangers. The history of Texas is completely like bonkers, honestly. It's like if you read the histories of the, like in Europe, like the Eastern European during medieval times, like how they kept going back and forth. Texas is kind of like that between, and I know we got some Texans on here, so correct me if I'm wrong. Texas was going back and forth between Spanish, Mexican, and then there's a group, Tejanos, which I'm guessing is like a Texas, I don't even want to say because the algorithm picks up weird stuff, but yeah, a group of guys that were fighting for like the independence of the state of Texas. And yeah, it's completely crazy. So I picked this up wanting to know about Texas Rangers, but honestly, it's what's captivating me is the history of the state itself. So that's pretty cool. If you guys like, I like my state histories. I've lived in West Virginia, PA, and now New Jersey. Texas must be pretty cool to know that state history. Just my opinion. Once again, uneducated, unwarranted opinion. I got plenty of them. I'm also reading Jack London. I'm reading short stories. Don't worry, I'm not reading this whole thing. Maybe one day we'll finish, but I'm just reading one collection of the short stories. And yeah, it's pretty good. I'm definitely going to review this. It seems to be mostly about men's relationships with women, but I'm not sure. There seems to be a theme across it, and I'm really enjoying that. What is that specifically? It's like a I should remember. The God of His Fathers is the name of the short story collection. Pretty good. Definitely enjoying the writing. Kevin Toll, whose name keeps coming up, suggested that he and I read Quarry, Max Allan Collins. It's a hard case crime series. This cover is from the TV show. It was on Cinemax. I think it was just one season, but people really liked it. Excuse me. There's a painted cover of this. Maybe Kevin has it, but I think he has this photo cover, which is pretty good for a photo cover. But we'll be reading Quarry. It's about a hitman, and this is the first book in the series. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to read the whole series along with him, but he reads so quickly, and he's gonna have to be patient. But yeah, that's about it. That's all I got planned. That's all I got coming up. We did a lot of videos this last week, so I'm gonna take a day or two off and get some reading done. Got a tapestry in the back for you guys to look at. It's kind of cool, and it deals with a book even. And one day we'll go over there and we'll talk all about it. But I don't know enough about it, so I'm gonna go learn. Peace.